Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a beautiful morning. Today we have quite an interesting video. It's going to be about all the classic luxury items that I bought in the past that I don't really think I would rebuy today if I was given the option. I was definitely someone that a few years ago was very much focused on just getting all of the classic pieces from every luxury brand, and I'm talking about Chanel, Hermès, Cartier, and honestly all of these classic pieces are things that most of them still own and still love, that they also kind of shaped my style and made me evolve to realize what works for me, what doesn't. I do believe that they're the best starting point into the luxury brands for sure. However, times have changed and some of these items don't have the same quality as they used to, or they don't have the same value. For one of them specifically was the price increases for me. So these are the items that I want to talk about today. But I do want to note that I am not saying that these items are not worth it or that they're not good. You're gonna be able to see that I still own and love and use many of this. It's just the fact that today, either because I tested them out and I found them to not work out the best for me, or just the fact that I cannot justify the price or the quality that they have now. So let's start with the classics of the classics. The Cartier Love Bracelet. And this one for me was something that I wanted to get for myself since I remember being into fashion and jewelry or anything like that. I remember thinking that the moment that I was able to save up, I wanted to go get that bracelet, because the whole idea of the love bracelet, that is something that you put on that just stays on your arm, and just the simplicity of it, I always loved it and I still do. Also, this bracelet holds so much sentimental value for me. It's also one of the reasons why I just never take it off, and I don't plan to sell it. I don't plan to get rid of it. But honestly, this is going to be the one and only love bracelet that I will ever have. I don't know, maybe if I lost it and I wanted to replace it, maybe. I think that's the only way that I would get another one. And in that case, I think I would go through the pre-love market, but I would never get another one. I would never want to stack it. I don't really want to add another one even with diamonds or in rose gold or white gold. I don't know, back when I got it, I was obsessed with the idea of having a stack of love bracelets. But now that I've gotten deeper into jewelry and I've realized that at least the real magic is more about the local jewelers, smaller brands, custom pieces, different gemstones. And honestly, the love bracelet, it's not worth the price. I know that the name of the brand has a lot of weight into why it has the price that it has, but knowing the price of gold and also knowing what's out there, and that you're able to design your own jewelry pieces, that you can get diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, aquamarines, sapphires, and the difference of price of things that you can literally custom and design yourself and just get exactly what you want, versus paying the price point of a luxury fashion house. And with certain pieces I do understand it, but I don't know, for me it's just the love bracelet is not something that I see myself getting again anymore. I would much rather spend my money on something else for sure. But I do have to say, mine is perfect. I've loved it for years and I don't plan to take it off or get rid of it. Number two kind of goes in hand with it, and it's Van Cleef and Arpels, especially the Alhambra collection. And I know that I say this having 3 necklaces. One of them that I just never ever take off. I just don't think that I would add another one, and the reasons are literally the same than for the love bracelet. And don't get me wrong, I adore Van Cleef, the Frivois collection, the one with the flowers. Quite obsessed with the rings. I love them and I think they're pieces of art. Van Cleef's craftsmanship is impeccable, and the brand history that it carries, I don't take that for granted. However, when it comes to the Alhambra collection, giving the 3 pieces that I have being the guilloche, this one is in solid gold and I would say that it's my favorite out of the 3. The other one is the vintage in the onyx, and the last one is in my suite size in the mother of pearl. I just feel similar than how I feel about the love bracelet. Unless it's something very, very unique and special, I just much rather go for custom pieces and just something with a bit more of essence. But this is my personal shift. I've been noticing a lot that I'm just gravitating towards aquamarines and more romantic, intricate type of jewelry. I've actually been loving finding smaller brands, and this one is literally a perfect example. So I ordered 2 new rings from this brand that is called Linjer. They are from Norway. From the design to the materials, they make sure to use recycled gold and silver. They also use lab-grown diamonds, which I'm honestly a really big fan of because they're conflict-free, and they even offset carbon emissions with every shipment. It's a little family business. They was founded by a couple that wanted to make affordable but beautiful jewelry that actually doesn't have the crazy markups that big luxury brands have, but still has the quality and beautiful and different designs. So I chose 2 rings. This one was on my wish list. In case you watch my unrealistic luxury wish list, I wanted a pink ring so bad. So I was researching about stones that I wanted to get it in, and that's actually how I found them, because they have morganite. So let me unbox this. The packaging is really beautiful, and this is the ring. This is called the Demetria Oval Morganite and Diamond Ring. Anything pink, I love it, and I was just so obsessed on the idea of getting a pink ring. And mind you, it's not that easy to find something like this out there. So when I saw it, I just knew that it was it. And it has these beautiful diamonds. Let me zoom in. It's so beautiful, and it's in yellow gold. This ring has such a romantic vibe to it, and that was just what I was looking for. I am so obsessed with the tone because it's also quite neutral. Like, it's not a crazy pink at all. I wanted to get it for this finger. So morganite is a beautiful pale pink gemstone, and it belongs to the beryl family, which is the same as for the aquamarines and the emeralds. And morganite symbolizes love, compassion, and inner strength. It has this stunning oval cut, and you can see the little diamonds that are on the band too. They are lab-grown diamonds. This is something that I plan to wear every day, especially now that we have the summer coming, and the price point was so good. It's also set in 14 karat yellow gold. And of course, as I was browsing their website, I also came across this one, that once you see what it is, it's going to make a lot of sense of why I just had to get it. They have birthstone rings. They're beautiful. It comes in this little pouch, and I got the September birthstone ring. I'm gonna try to show it off with the color the best that I can, but it's the ombre blue topaz, and it's in this beautiful blue that you can tell that the middle has the deepest shade of blue, and it just fades out on the sides. And you guys know that I love blue, especially aquamarine, so I've been wanting to get something else for this hand, and I just think that it works perfect. I adore rings, and these two definitely caught my eye. I feel like they're very special. So yeah, being more inclined on getting pieces like this rather than going into the big luxury stores. And I really love introducing new brands that I find. So if you like these pieces and you want to check them out, I'm gonna leave their website on the description box down below. I would highly encourage to browse their website because they have many different things. Their pieces are beautiful, and they were kind enough to give me a discount code in case anyone wants to use it. You will get a special offer if you use it at checkout. Now this one is the one that it's probably going to hurt the most, and it's the Chanel Classic Flap. For anyone that has been with me for a while, you know that the Chanel Classic Flap has been my ride or die, my favorite bag. A few years ago, I was just so decided that I liked it and loved it so much that I wanted to get it in every single color on the rainbow. I was just that obsessed with it, and I was really trying to collect them. I love them so much, and I still have most of my classic flaps. When I bought my first classic flap, that was in 2018. I got it in Madrid, Spain, and if I remember correctly, it was around 4,500-ish. I even got tax refund on it, and at the time it felt like a massive investment. Like, I felt like it was crazy money to spend on it, and I felt like it was worth every penny I would save for them, and be so excited to see the new collections, the new colors that they would come out. And every single time that I would see a new pastel, like a lilac or a green, you bet that I was gonna save, and I was gonna try to get one of them because they were so hard to find. And now I second guess myself when I think about the price, because I cannot believe that they were 5,000-ish just a few years ago, and now they retail for 11,000, and nothing has changed about the bag in the past years. The only thing that changed was the price. The hardware is the same. I would even say that the quality of their products has declined, and I do understand that luxury brands have price increases. I understand inflation. However, I just remember so clearly every year when we would hear about Chanel price increases, I would feel so frustrated because the amount of how much they would increase was just so much that I almost felt like I was racing to get the bags that I wanted before the next price increase, and that's just not something that I vibe with. There's no other luxury brand out there that was doing price increases at the rates that Chanel was doing it, and it did put me off quite a lot by the brand. I went from someone that was every single time looking at the new collections, just trying to see which ones were going to be the bags of the season, to literally not be interested anymore, to not want to go into the stores and buy anything other than maybe shoes. And it's been quite a while since I bought my last classic flop. I don't even think about buying classic flops anymore. If I go into the store, I want to see the seasonal bags. That used to be the thing that I would look for the least. Also, in terms of the resale market, I think you're better off now buying a bag from the pre-love market rather than brand new from store, because they don't hold their value as they used to anymore. So kind of fell from my pedestal in terms of wanting to add more, because I don't think that the price is worth it anymore. I also have not had the best in-store experiences, so I am not against buying Chanel by any means. I'm just not interested in buying classic flops anymore. But don't get me wrong, I still love the ones that I have. I don't plan to get rid of them. I love them. All of the reasons of why I love the classic flop are still there. I'm just quite content with the ones that I have, and I don't have any desire to go and buy one brand new from store anymore. I do, however, look on the pre-love market every now and then if there's anything interesting, and that I would definitely do. For this one, I would like to mention two, but I only have one because the other one I sold it, and it's Hermès Chypre sandals, and we're gonna put the Orans on this one too. I got the Oran sandals. I tried them out because everyone told me that they were so amazing, and maybe they are. They just didn't really work out for me. I really didn't like them. So either you like the Orans or you like the Chypre, and turns out that I don't like either of them, and that's just a fact that I need to accept. I still have these ones that I tend to really like to use around the summer, but I don't really think that they're my style anymore. I don't think that I would ever buy another pair. I still don't even know if I want to keep these ones. I honestly really got them because I found them in my size, and I am size 35, which is really hard to find. I took it kind of as a sign. I wanted to try them out. I do use them from time to time, but I don't love them. I don't feel like they're worth the money, but that is just my personal experience with them, and with the Oran the same. This one is a lesson that I feel like I never finish learning, and it's going to be designer backpacks in general. Yes, they're classics. I know that a lot of people love backpacks. I love the idea of backpacks, but they just do not work out for me. And to this day that I know that I've owned several designer backpacks, I had 5 at least, I still sometimes look, for example, at the Urban Spirit backpack. That one was literally on my wish list for like 5 years. I wanted one in black in the smaller version. I just thought that I was gonna really love and really wanted one. I used to have it in the red, and I was convinced that it was because it was red that it didn't work out for me, and I wanted it in black. I tried many backpacks, and every single time I just don't like them because I prefer to use shoulder bags or top handle bags. And the truth is that I don't believe that backpacks match my style anymore, the way that I dress. They're also not the most comfortable for me, but I say that I don't know about the future if I'm gonna have different needs. But yeah, I know that backpacks are a basic, they're a classic. I'm still to find one that I find to work out for me. So this one, I just don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. And this is a lesson that I, for some reason, cannot seem to learn. I adore Jimmy Choo's designs. I love the shoes. I think Jimmy Choo and Manolo make the most beautiful heels out there for sure. And I've had some beautiful pairs over the years, but I've made the peace with the fact that stilettos are just not for me. I'm not that kind of girl. Even if I wish that I was, I'm someone who is all about comfort, either thick block heels or lower ones. We don't use a car that much here. We basically walk around everywhere. Sometimes we do take a cab, sometimes we do take the car out, but mainly we walk. And Barcelona streets are not that friendly for stilettos, and I also cannot walk that far with them. I always end up regretting it. So now I'm just gravitating towards more comfortable, lower heel type of shoes because I just cannot handle them. And these are classics, yes. I just always knew that I wanted a pair of Jimmy Choos, and now that I have them, feels so bad that they're just sitting there in my closet. So it's a shame because usually heels are the most beautiful types of shoes, especially when it comes to Roneca or Villa, but I think now I know and understand myself a little bit better, and I try to avoid getting shoes that I just know that they're just gonna collect dust in my closet. When I was in college, I just always thought the moment that I have my apartment, when I get married, when I have my home, I'm gonna have this beautiful couch with my 2 Hermès pillows and the Avalon blanket. I was dead set on it. I really wanted them, and I got them, and I love them. I've been around 3 years with them, and they're still going strong, but I would not buy them again. And I used to be way more careful with them, and I just use them as for what they are, just pillows. My dog takes naps on them. I've spilled things. I just use them, but I don't love them as much as I used to anymore, and I don't think I would spend my money on the blanket at all. I don't really feel like they fit anymore my interior design style that I have for my apartment. I've considered putting them in my office, that I also have a little couch there, and just doing something different here in the living room. But I don't know, I just always kept thinking how much I wanted them, and now that I have them, like, yes, I do love them. I just don't find them as appealing as I used to, so no, I would not get them again. So that was my list. Again, this is just things that I would do probably a little bit different today, now that I had the chance to try them out and use them for years, and my thoughts on prices and my own style kind of evolving. I would love to hear you guys in the comments if there's any classic luxury pieces that you own that you would not buy again, or things that you used to have on your wish list but you do not want anymore. Let's chat in the comments. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you two right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.